Yeah, he's spent most of his life driving around to other places and still would come back home here to Michigan and thought this was better than all those places he's been to.
All towns and all over the
To me, that's amazing, but that's just the way yeah, I think it's just amazing.
Amazing.
But so, what's the name of Ken and Dorothy's kids? Do you remember?
Well, I do.
I don't. I don't know nothing about them.
They had two girls and we had twin boys.
So, what was the name of the kids? Because I might bump into them someday, and I have no idea who they are.
Well, if you haven't seen them on that, you're not going to know.
They have the last name Evans still, right? I mean, the girls probably don't, but...
There's Pat and there's Joanne Evans.
Pat and Joanne, that's the names of the... And now there's plenty of Evanses, and I'm probably related to half of them, and I have no idea who they are.
There's lots and lots and lots of Evanses.
Didn't somebody say that originally the Evans side of the family came from Wales, England? Didn't somebody tell me that? I think it was Grandpa that told me that.
I think so. That's years and years ago, but we never knew.
Top players put their own money on the line for the ultimate Texas Hold'em Showdown. FullTiltPoker.net presents the Austin Millions Cash Game Invitational on FSN.
Then the reason we got here
I was in a minor league 18 consecutive years before I got a day in the
was
major league, so I think
your grandpa had.
that fact. And he knew that I was going to work at it. Obviously, when you're in a minor league that long,
He meant
to
you.
work. So I think
Oh, yeah.
he put all those things together and he decided to give me a shot.
Now that he
Do you remember Grandpa's favorite food?
his staff worked tirelessly to improve the historically troubled Pirates.
Spaghetti, I guess.
Spaghetti?
I don't know.
Do you remember his favorite color?
Oh, he liked blue and red.
Eh? Do you remember his favorite song?
Doubt he had, because I could see him growing, and he did it his way, plus his things that he had
Yes.
with players. Everything just fell in.
And I have to think of it.
In short order, Jim had accomplished the unimaginable.
So we went from a very, very bad team.
Stardust Melody.
We were really stuck going until the little ones.
What was his other favorite things besides football?
We got a long way to go. Don't fall for that. Believe me, don't fall.
Well, let's see, I'll tell you, he had,
And we're going to be a last place club. We're nowhere close. So you can't
he
pay
was a
attention
truck
to any of
driver, he loved golf, he played baseball, and played semi-pro football, which would be the same as,
Probably just a small part of that. Everybody did their
the
share.
football
So we
team
turned that thing around. And
here in Detroit.
we had some, obviously some
Riding a horse-drawn... Did you guys ever ride in a horse-drawn sled?
Why heavens, yes.
What was it like?
boys were prepared to go out there and do
Why?
I never done that.
Sure we did, when we lived up, out, west of Elsie.
Really? You do it every winter almost?
Quite a bit. One good night when the snow was so deep, that's the way we got to LC to get our groceries and get back home.
Oh, really?
Why heavens, yes.
See, I didn't know that.
No, you do not. But we had blanket after blanket after blanket, and in that big sleigh, and that's the only way we could get to town if the roads were all so much snow.
So did you guys just ever go cruising in it for fun?
Oh, yes, I think so.
What was like Christmas time like back in those days? Did everybody get together and do something during Christmas? Or I'm not talking about just family. I'm talking about like did the whole neighborhood get together and have a party or anything? No? What about in the
Well,
summertime?
We had a church Christmas party.
Oh,
We go to church and have a Christmas party.
did you guys have a car? What kind of a car was it?
Network coming August 2007.
I'd have to think about it.
Following numerous disappointing Tiger seasons, General Manager
What is it? Was it a Model T or was it?
Oh, we had one of those too.
returned to managing.
Yeah.
He was sure that
But when,
Newland would be the man who could guide the team
yeah,
to
when the
make
weather
the
was
assembly
good,
in
we
Detroit to a winning season. Leland knows the game and knows players, and his focus on preparation pays off.
Do you remember Henry Ford?
Do I remember Henry Ford? I remember seeing him, yes. We had a Model T
World Series
Ford,
in just his first season.
but that wasn't our first
To
one.
all but those who've known
I
him
don't
through the
think.
years. Jim Leland has demonstrated time and again that his straight-shooting managerial style enables him to lead minor leaguers, rookies, and veterans alike.
What was the most fun thing you can think of living up in LC during those days?
Oh, going to
He
school.
is the man with the
Just going to school?
Going to high school.
Oh yeah.
Yes, and going to all the
just who Jim
big
Leland is.
parties and things like that. We always had parties and box socials and things like that.
Well, that's good. And they had sports events and stuff like that up there too?
We're in the heart of Colorado,
Yes.
America's favorite ski
He
resort.
played,
Destination Wild does
he
Vail.
loved golf, baseball, and played pro football for 6 years after he got out of school.
What about you? What did you do for hobbies up there?
What did I do?
Yeah.
Washed.
Worked.
Work is right. Yes.
That was the way back then, huh?
Yeah, that's the way it was.
Destination Wild, the action adventure series where if you can dream it, you can do it.
So you don't remember too much about Grandpa's father, huh?
Destination Wild is presented
Don't remember too much about that?
your own adventure.
Oh, well, yes,
Destination Wild, I'm
he married
Courtney
a
Hansen. It's the heart
woman,
of ski season, and we're in Colorado on top of the Continental Divide. When you think of
That was-
Colorado and skiing, one name comes to mind,
let's
Vail.
see.
It was 45 years ago when Vail Resorts founder Pete Seibert stood right here, looked down into the valley, and saw the potential to develop what would become the greatest ski resort in the world.
I think
Vail
he was
continues
about
to evolve
50
and prides
something.
itself on always looking to the future. The mountain boasts
And
almost
his
5,300 skiable acres for its 193
second wife
trails
that he
and
married
33 ski lifts.
was
Vail also offers unparalleled restaurants, lodging,
just a few years older than Ken was.
You remember her name?
Let's go. Extreme skier
Edna?
Chris Anthony is going to show us around the
The
mountain.
lady that he married.
All over the
Yeah,
world, his
Edna.
talents
Edna?
are featured in almost 20 ski films. Of all the places Chris has skied, he's chosen Vail.
Do you remember all of Grandpa's brothers and sisters? Or step brothers and sisters?
Brothers and sisters.
How many real brothers and sisters did he have? Just Ken, was Ken his brother?
Yeah,
And then-
Ken was the only brother that he had.
And then how many? Do you remember his stepbrother and sister's names?
Vail Village.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna
Oh my gosh.
All right.
This is the best one. Come on, let's be the first ones up this list.
Well, let's see. There was George.
It's made up of several different areas. You got Gold Peak, the Vail Village, Lion's Head. Then you have several bowls. You have the Game
I
Creek
could
Bowl,
get up and go in there
Sundown Bowl,
and get the.
Sunup Bowl, you have China Bowl, you have Blue Sky Basin. So this place, you
Names
can't
of
ski
all
in
of
one day. You need at least a month.
There was Bob,
Vail
and
is
there
one
was
of the
George,
largest ski
and
resorts
there
in the
was
world.
Harry,
With an average of
Let's see,
300 days
Bob,
of sun
George,
and 350
Harry,
inches of snow annually.
and there
Vail
was
provides the ultimate in conditions and terrain for
he had
everyone.
a sister Stella, and he had
Going up tier 3, the top of Wild Earth. So this will put us above Game Creek Bowl,
Marion,
Sundown Bowl.
I think that's about all.
Drop into some perfect
That's good.
beginner terrain as well as some intermediate terrain.